Our community science project engaged citizens and lakefront landowners in areas A, D, and E of the Regional District of Central Kootenay to contribute to the monitoring of invasive aquatic species and invasive riparian plants. The species targeted were zebra and quagga mussels, Asian clams, yellow flag iris, and purple loosestrife.
Hi, my name is Kalish Fraser, and I am the Aquatics Program Coordinator with the Central Kootenay Invasive Species Society. Today we are out on the west arm of the beautiful Kootenay Lake, and we are installing artificial substrate samplers that are used to monitor for invasive zebra and quagga mussels. And this project is funded through the Kootenay Lake Local Conservation Fund, for which we are very grateful.
Zebra and quagga mussels, collectively referred to as ZQM, are small freshwater mussels that are highly invasive in North America, where they are primarily spread by recreational boaters. So far undetected in British Columbia, these mussels reproduce quickly and create large colonies that have significant environmental, social, and economic impacts, including threats to water quality, recreation, fisheries, species at risk, and infrastructure such as hydropower facilities and municipal water supplies. Similar to ZQM, Asian clams attach to hard surfaces and occur in high densities, outcompeting native species for food and habitat. Although not yet found in Kootenay Lake, Asian clams have recently been identified in surrounding regional water bodies. Yellow flag iris and purple loosestrife are present in the central Kootenay region, and both spread in dense stands, outcompeting native wetland plants and reducing habitat and resources for wildlife and waterfowl. For this project, we provided species identification and monitoring training to lakefront landowner volunteers and helped to install substrate samplers on their private docks. Throughout the season, volunteers monitored their samplers bi-weekly for signs of invasive mussels, helping to supplement monitoring data for these high-risk species. We also hosted 3 shoreline survey species identification training workshops for local volunteers who conducted independent surveys, visually scanning the shorelines of Kootenay Lake for Asian clams, yellow flag iris, and purple loosestrife, with more local citizens trained to identify and able to speak to their friends and neighbors about the potential threats of aquatic invasive species. The more likely we are to prevent these invasive species from impacting Kootenay Lake ecosystems, recreation, and infrastructure.
My name is Eric Sargent, and I grew up on Kootenay Lake and happy to be back in retirement years. I just want to do anything I can to help prevent the spread of invasive species into this lake. We love it. We want to keep it that way. So that's what we're trying to do.
I'm Stephen Wells, and my wife Teresa and I are very happy to be part of this project to look for invasive species that may be entering Kootenay Lake, because we love Kootenay Lake, we want to keep it clean, and we want to keep invasive species out.
This Kootenay Lake Community Science Program was made possible with funding from the Regional District of Central Kootenay through the Kootenay Lake Local Conservation Fund, and with support from Living Lakes Canada's National Lake Blitz program. Thank you to the dedicated volunteers who contributed to this project.